Welcome back, everyone. Now I want to talk about external CSS. All right, external CSS. External CSS. Okay. Now, for external CSS, involve you creating a file, right? And on that file, right, it involve you linking your HTML file to your CSS file. Please note this: we'll be using external CSS from now henceforth, right? Please. Now, how do you write external CSS? First thing you do, you come here, you create a file here, a file called style. You can call it any name you want, any name of your choice, but before you name you should have a good name convention. Call it style dot CSS. Because we're writing CSS now, let's call it style dot CSS. Remember that this dot CSS means file extension, the language you are currently using, right? Let's enter. Now we have two files now, two files. Please pay attention to this, part, okay? We have two files now, two files. Okay. Now, first thing we want to have to link my style CSS to my HTML. I want to link both of them, both files together, HTML and CSS together. Okay. To do that, I'll come under this text. So under this title here, I'll come down, press enter. Now I'll press link, LINK. I press enter. Right. Now in between this href, this quote here, quote in between it now, right? I'll press dot / then all my files and my folder will appear here. I'll click on CSS. All right. Now, how do I know if this my CSS is linked? Both of them is linked together. What I will do now, go to my CSS file now. This one here, CSS file. I'll come and open the body. I'll pick a body. Then I'll do my curly braces. Enter. Then I want to give a background color of aqua. Let me save, because everything here this place represents the body. Body is where where your code display on. That is the body. Now I want to give a background color. I want to give the body background color of aqua. Right. I see it now. That means it's working now. That means my linking. This is my linking. Right. This is my two file here. These two is not linked together. The linking is correct. This linking is correct. Okay. Now let's continue now. Now I want to give this history a styling. I want to style my HTML. I want to style it right. Now what I will do, I'll go to my CSS. Since two of them is now linked together, I'll go to my CSS. Then I'll call my HTML. That is HTML class. Because remember I have a class name called len here, right? Len. I'll go to my CSS. I'll say dot. Remember that this class means dots. While this one represents hash. This class represents dots. I'll go to CSS. I'll say dots. Len. I bring out my curly braces, right? Curly braces. I will say I want to give it a color of any color of my choice. Let me give it a color. I'll give it a color of let's choose a color that's visible here. I say red. Right, since red is showing now, right? I say I want to increase the font again. Font as well. Front side, I'll say like can make it 50 pixel. Right, that is bold now, right? It's bold now. So I'm done with this one. I'm done with this line here, this first one here, right? Now I want to code for this line. I want to code for heading 2. Right, that is tech. The next time I'll go to my CSS. Remember we are done with this part. We are done with this one here. I'm done with this line here. I'm done with this one. I want to work on this other one here. Now I'll go to my styling. I'll come here. I'll go down here. And I'll call it. Remember we are working on this one. And this one have a class name. We have a ID and hash. Use hash to represent ID, right? Hash. I'll come here. I'll say hash. I'll do my hash. I'll say tech, and the name of the ID is what? Tech. Alright, my curly braces. Now let's give this color. Let's change the color to white. First of all, I'll call my color. I call color. I'll say the I will say the it's a color, white color, right? White. I think that it's not changed, right? It changes now. Okay, it changes now. Let's add the background color to it. Background color to do it. Okay, let's give it dark blue. Let's let that change, right? Now this is how you add your external CSS. Now external CSS. Please know this external CSS very well. Please, this is what we'll be using very well. Make sure it's linked properly. Make sure you create your file is linked properly, right? And check to test your test if your two files is linked. Go to your body and give it a background color. Check if it's linked properly. All right. Now this is how you write your external CSS. And for now effort, this is what we'll be using to style our websites. All right. All right. Thank you very much. If you have any question, or drop the question on the comment section.